happiness, dear Rosalind.
Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You a lover, and you've served me such another trick, never come in my sight more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Oh, break an hour's promise in love? Oh, he that would divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break the part of the 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love. Well, it may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder. But I'll warn him, heart good.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy. Come no more in my sight. I have as like the wood of a snail.
Of a snail?
I am a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, horns, which such as you are fain to be beholding to your wives for. Besides, he comes armed in his destiny and prevents the slander of his wife.
Virtue is no hornmaker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind. It pleases him to call you so.
But he hath a Rosalind, a better Leah than you.
Come, woo me, for I am in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. Tell me, what would you say to me now, and I were your very, very best?
I'd kiss before I spoke.
No, you had better spoke first. And when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orders when they are out, he will spit, and for lovers lacking, God warn us, matter, the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
How do you do that?
Ah, then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins a new matter.
Who could be out being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you if I were your mistress, or I should think my honesty ranker than my wit.
What of my suit?
Not out of your apparel, and yet out of your suit. And not I, your Rosalind.
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, then in her person I say, I will not have you.
Then in my own person, I die!
Oh, Faith! Die by eternity! God, the whole world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time, there was not any man died in his own person in a love cause. Troilus had his brains dashed out with a Grecian club, yet he did what he could to die before, and he is one of the patrons of love. Leander, he would have lived many a fair year, though hero had turned none, if it had not been for a hot midsummer night. A good youth he went forth to bathe him in the Hellespont, and being taken with the cramps, was drowned! Oh, but the foolish chronicles of that time found it was hero of Cestus. These are all lies. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I do not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand it will not kill a fly. But come, I will be your Rosalind in a more coming on disposition, and ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faith, I will, Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Yes, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Well, then can one want too much of a good thing? Come, sister! You shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hands, Orlando. What do you say, sister? I cannot say the words! You must begin, will you, Orlando? Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
I but when?
Why now is faster she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
Well, I must ask for your permission. I do take thee, Orlando, for my husband. Woo! Ah! There's a woman goes before the priest, and certainly a woman's thought before her actions.
So are all thoughts, they are winged.
Ah! Now tell me, how long would you keep her after you possessed her?
Forever and a day.
Oh. Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they are wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his head. I will be more clamorous than a parrot against rain, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will cry for nothing like I am in the fountain, and I will do that when you are disposed to be married. I will laugh like a hyena, and that where thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
But she is wise.
Else, she could not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder. Make the doors upon a woman's wit, and it will out of the casement. Shut that, 'twill out of the keyhole. Stop that, 'twill fly with the smoke out of the chimney.
A man who marries a woman with such a wit, he might say wit with a wilt.
Nay, you might keep that check for it till you met your wife's wit going to your neighbor's bed.
And what wit could Wit have to excuse that?
Why? To say she came to find you there. Oh, you will never take her without her answer, unless you take her without her tongue. Oh, that woman that cannot make her fault her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her own child, for she will raise it like a fool.
Rosalind, for these 2 hours, I will leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot last thee 2 hours.
I must attend as you get dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
I? Go your ways.
Go your way!
I knew what you would prove. Oh, my friends all told me as much, and I thought no less. But that flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but one cast away, and so come death. 2 o'clock is your hour? By my troth, and good faith, and so God mend me, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute after your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, the most hollow lover, and the most undeserving of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So, adieu.
Well, time is the old justice that examines all such offenders, and let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex in your wrong grip. You must have your doublet and hose clapped over your head and show the world what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz, that thou didst know how many fathoms deep I am in love, but it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom, like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather bottomless. That as fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
Nay, that same wicked bastard of Venus, let him be judge of how deep I am in love. Oh, I'll tell thee, Celia, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I will go find a shadow and sigh till he comes.
And I'll sleep.